Coming to you live from the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios, it's the Cigar Pulpit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I'm the Bishop of the Burn, Nick, and with me, as always,
it's Gator.
He's just triggering me left and right.
You showed up triggered.
It's been a bit of a day. But anyway, so joining us on the phone is Mr. My Monthly Cigars, Nick Gervais. How are you, Nick?
Roger that, and here in present, ready to go.
You son of a bitch. Right off the bat.
Roger Wilco.
And that's
just want to get it out of the way.
An inside joke. But anyway.
Love inside jokes. Be a part of one someday.
There you go. Well, today, we're going to be finding out. I got that too, yeah. I mean, you've only talked about The Office on probably at least 60% of the episodes of our show, Jeff.
True, that or Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Definitely Star Trek. It ranks up there. So, anyway, today we're going to be finding out what is in the June My Monthly Cigars box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Show you with the box. Who's in the box? What's in the box?
So, we've already cracked open the seal on the box. But Jeff has his little magic black bag there.
Get the bag here.
Oh.
It is protected by the Bovida seal of freshness.
It is. So how are you doing, Nick? As Jeff opens up his bag.
I'm doing great. Been
Jeff,
busy.
you got a brand new bag.
Very, very hot.
Don't brag.
And, I'm enjoying that you guys are very, or not you guys, Nick, you're very triggered. This is going to be fun.
You know, to his point, when the hell did it go from being pleasant outside to just being like humid and miserable?
It's nice out. I don't know what your deal is.
It's humid.
It gets gross. The humidity can be gross.
Yeah.
But I'd rather this than.
I think it's nice sitting here on the deck at the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios.
At the back of your ex-wife's house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She was out here smoking with us a minute ago.
Yeah.
I love how you guys always throw that in. Just making sure. Making sure you know.
We have to identify where the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios is currently located because as a mobile studio, it does travel around.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
So, all right, Jeff. So, what's the first stick in the box?
Okay. So
Nick got it.
It looks like an Arganese.
That would be
Good night, everybody.
the Argan.
Notice I kept it clean.
The Arganese Maduro. It is a 5x50 Robusto featuring a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Habano binder, and Nicaraguan filler.
Next up, we have the Grey Cliff 30-year vintage.
It is the Grey Cliff 30-year vintage. It is the pirate size, also known as a torpedo. 6x. What? But see, you're supposed to do it with the Arganese. But anyway, it's a 6x52 torpedo with a Cameroon wrapper, Mexican binder, and filler made up of tobaccos from Nicaragua, Honduras, and the Dominican Republic.
Next up, we have an Exclusivo by A.J. Fernandez. It's the Rosa De Guadalupe.
It is the Rosa De Guadalupe from A.J. Fernandez. It is a 5x56 Robusto with a Mexican San Andreas wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan filler.
Next up, we have the Timeless Sterling by Nat Sherman International.
Nat Sherman Timeless Sterling. It's
soon to be
Fierotego.
I believe you're correct.
I think that's right. It is the Corona Grande 5.7x56 with an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, Dominican binder, and Dominican filler. Good selection there, Nick.
There you go.
I'm doing the quick math on the MSRP here. And
you seem befuddled by the math.
I'm waiting for him to come up with it.
I was going to say, so it's so that's 22.
Did you wander off?
No.
I think you had I think I just witnessed a mild stroke.
It got quiet, and I thought Nick was off the phone. I thought we dropped the call.
He's still there.
I know he is.
Oh no, I was going silent to let you think.
I was going to say it got quiet, so I thought we lost Nick, but we didn't lose Nick. So that's $22.50 for those two plus.
I think his face is drooping and his arms dangling.
25 is just under 50 plus another 6 weeks. Man, we're over the $50 mark here. We're at like what, 53, 54 bucks?
Yeah, right
nice.
In 54 range.
Wow.
Yep.
There you go.
Look at that. Look at that.
Now, Gervais, we're going to let you pick the stick of the day.
Oh. Let's see. Oh, boy. I'll tell you what. based on the fact that we are short on time, let's do the timeless.
Why are we short on time?
I've got other stuff going today, Jeff. It just is. It is what it is.
So you're saying if the effort's not quite as much there, it's your fault?
Oh, no. The effort's going to be there because we have 8,000 Ask the Boys questions
Maximum
because Nick promoted that he was going to be on a special Rare Tuesday appearance. So we have a lot of Ask the Boys, which I
that's
love.
awesome.
I love, by the way. But
so
anyway,
we're going all timeless?
Yeah, let's go with the timeless. We got plenty of time, but let's go with timeless.
Okay.
All right, then. So today we will be smoking the Nat Sherman Timeless Sterling. The Corona
is on our side.
Grande.
Except for Nick.
5.7 by 56. The Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, Dominican binder, and Dominican filler. Let me get mine out of the cellophane.
I already got mine out.
I know.
Quietly.
I'm getting mine out.
God, he's so obnoxious, Nick. Too many Nicks.
Is he still
he's literally just twirling the cellophane at the microphone. You know, the thing is, when
I have a lot of fun.
They're stuck in there.
I have a lot
But with him, he just makes fun.
See, they're not stuck in there when you do it. Jeff.
And then he threw the wrapper at me.
Yes. And
I'm dealing with a lot of hostility
right
today.
Upside the face with the wrapper.
Dealing with a lot of hostility.
It was funny. I was amused.
So who's the cut brought to us by? Let's get the show on the road here. What's going on?
He's taking a picture.
I'm taking the picture.
All right.
Okay.
Break time.
All right.
Notice it's okay when he does it, but you or I try to do it, he's going to go nuts.
I got to do what I got to do. Somebody else could have taken the picture, but no, he sat there like a trained monkey. Anyway, yeah, but anyway, whatever.
Oh, it's so good when he's wrong.
Oh, I know. I'll
like,
totally give credit there. I was wrong, so
it's just he totally gives up. He's like, yeah, but
just fuck off. Anyway. So, okay, it's time for the official cutting, and the official cutting of this cigar is brought to us by Riverman Cigar Company of Crestwood, Missouri. Our man Dan over there, he's had a good weekend of lots of people hanging out at the shop over in both the lounge and out front underneath that 1,500 square foot covered patio. In fact, I know he's even had Dan's place is so popular that other cigar lounge owners from the St. Louis area even pop by.
Now, you know what the neat thing about that is?
Oh, I thought it was great.
It's a cigar community.
It is. And
they're supporting each other, and I like it.
And I want to give a shout-out to Brian for taking the from Lit Cigar over there in Chesterfield.
Also a great lounge.
For taking time out to go over and hang out at Riverman the other night. I wish I could have been there. I was unaware that he was going to swing by. And so I was...
Well, that was probably, on purpose.
Well, I mean, he doesn't need to clear his schedule with me. But the point is...
I was just saying that way he can enjoy his time there.
Anyway. So the point is, though, Dan's place is so cool, other shop owners even want to swing by.
Well, yeah. And, and I will say, to Dan's credit, I know he goes to other shops as well.
He does. He likes going to other shops to see what other people are doing, kind of ways, and not to, steal ideas necessarily, but, hey, there's only so many ways to reinvent the wheel, so maybe you can find an idea, tailor it to your place, change it up, and
you and I both know that in our line of work, in journalism and, selling ads and things in the newspaper.
I look at other newspapers.
Exactly. There is no new idea. Everything's a stolen idea or modified or tweaked.
And so, you know what? It's great. And Dan, maybe Brian got an idea of some awesome new cigars that he can get in based off of the expansive selection at Riverman Cigar Company.
Absolutely.
So the one thing I would also say, maybe other cigar shops can start doing mail order like Dan, because you can call up Riverman Cigar Company and get a box of cigars sent to you the next day.
So if you don't have your own brick and mortar wherever you may live, let Dan over at Riverman be your brick and mortar.
Dan's a big fan of community, and he wants you to be a part of it. So head on over to Riverman Cigar Company in Crestwood, Missouri, and if you're not in the area, just give him a call, and he'll be your shop. It's Riverman Cigar Company, Crestwood, Missouri. And now it's time that we go ahead and cut the cigar.
Now, I'm going to be using my Riverman Perfect Cut today on this.
Look at you.
Timeless by Nat Sherman. Mainly because I've already lost my Calibre.
Are you serious?
No. It's in my travel humidor in the Jeep.
I'm like, oh my God.
I knew that would trigger you.
Well, I knew you were going to lose it.
We had a great adventure I'm going to talk about here in a minute. So I want to tell. That's why I had the travel humidor all stocked up and good to go.
Okay.
I'll talk about that here in a moment.
Okay. Are you cut and lit there, Nick, or are you?
I'm cut.
Or doing the cold draw.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. So, cold draw time. I didn't know if Nick was actually waiting and participating or just going to laugh at us.
Oh, I'm comfortable today. It's nice. It's actually nice out. I'm getting a nice breeze, listening to you guys bicker. It's good. I'm okay. I'm in no rush.
Okay.
There's something there, but I can't put my finger on it.
I get like kind of a cherry.
It's okay.
That's
You know
what she
what?
said.
I was kind of leaning that way.
Kind of a tart cherry. It's a little tart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like a pie cherry. Interesting.
Yep, I like it. I'll go with that. Look at Nick, Mr. I don't do flavor notes and everything. Look at Nick.
I'm not very good at it, and I don't really focus too much on it. But lately, I'll be honest, I've been, I don't know if I'm smoking too much, and I'm being more cognizant of it, like looking for it, but I'm starting to get a lot more lately.
Maybe he...
it only took 27 years.
He's growing his palate.
No, he got the anti-coronavirus, and so now it's like instead of not tasting anything, he's got the opposite.
He's tasting more.
He's tasting everything.
Well, maybe some other sense is failing. How's your sight?
I don't know. Yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible.
The other ones kick in.
Time.
They help equalize that out.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, cold retro.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm lighting my cigar.
Tart cherry.
I get less on that.
Really, I didn't. I got more.
Yeah. So this is actually this is a mild to medium cigar. It's very smooth. I think it's got some flavor to it for a mild medium cigar. I would say it literally does fall right in the middle of that. It's not mild and it's not medium, but it's got some flavor to it. So I'm hoping you guys pick something out of it. And this one, I don't know if Mr. Herkloff is going to keep this or not.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm waiting to get him back on the show so that we can talk about, what the new brand will be retaining and bringing back, and maybe what won't be. But
we saw him for a fleeting moment at TPE,
split second,
and then he saw us, and we never saw him again.
He saw you and Rain.
Bolted like a scared rabbit. That guy can move.
He was doing some business, and we didn't want to go and interrupt him, and, well, we never saw him again.
That was our shot.
It was our shot.
Stop following him into the bathroom. Let him do his business.
That was Miller. That was Miller all day long.
Anyway.
I said, let the man be in peace. The last thing you want is somebody in the bathroom trying to cross streams with you.
I'll tell you what, this thing's kicking off some good smoke. Burn line so far, just a little bit in the beginning.
I'll tell you, the last thing I want in the bathroom is you in the sink when I open the door. That's the last thing.
Exactly.
Hey, I like to be fresh.
I'll take crossing streams all day over that.
I wasn't sure that was an either or, but okay, we'll give you that one. Would you rather see Jeff Bidet in the sink or cross streams with another dude?
That'd be a good poll.
To which I was going to say, Jeff's like, what do you say? It's like, I see that as a what without a what.
That's a distinction without a difference.
Exactly. It's like in your case,
either one's bad.
Like, I just kind of want them both. Anyway.
Dick.
All right. So I guess before we, well, you know what? We'll make Jeff wait. So Nick, how have things been going?
Good, man. I'm doing good. It's no complaints. Things have been busy. Where this box is the first of our third year now, so that's kind of why we put a little bit of extra oomph into it as far as the MSRP. Thank you. And we've been doing the fucking good coffee, which has been amazing to date. Tons of awesome feedback. Really going very well, very strong, and we've expanded it because we didn't touch on it when we opened the box, but this month all the Robusto, actually, I'm sorry, everybody, even our Corona members got a sample pack of the newly released Lounge Coffee. It's called Lounge Coffee. It's from it's an exclusive with MMC and fucking Good Coffee.
Nice.
It is specifically designed to have with any strength cigar. So this was one of the blends that I was going through and testing for months when we were looking at, putting fucking together, and it just stood out. I had this with medium strength, full strength, mild, and every single one, this blend mixed well. So what it really does is it takes away that thought process that you may have, like, well, what kind of coffee am I going to have with this cigar? It's because some people do. They have different levels, different strength coffee with different strength cigars. So This really you don't have to. It really complements all strength cigars very, very well. So it's a just a little background on it real quick, not to bore everybody, but it's a Guatemalan bean. It's actually a post-roast blend, which means the beans are blended. Some are blended at medium, some are blended at dark roast. So, some are roasted at medium and some are roasted at dark. And after the roasting is done, they're blended together to create the lounge coffee. So, I've already had Final Third. Rob Broccoli has had it, and he's had it with multiple cigars from this month's box, and he raved about it. He spoke very highly about it, said it was smooth, not bitter, and it paired up very well with this Nat Sherman, actually. And I think he did it with the AJ, the Guadalupe, as well, which is a little bit heavier than this. So,
very cool.
So, so far, so good. When you
say lounge coffee, for some reason, all that popped in my head was Bill Murray singing Star Wars.
I don't know why.
You have to plug that in here, Nick.
No.
Yes.
No.
Nothing but Star Wars. Anyway. He'll plug it in.
Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars.
He will. Not happily.
No.
But,
no. You make so much more work for me, Jeff.
But it's so much better for the listeners.
So much more work for me.
It's all about the listeners, dude.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's lounge coffee. It's basically the idea is, well, there's a couple things behind it. One, obviously, it gives you that sense of you being in the lounge. When you're at home, you drink it at home while you're smoking. And the other thing is, next step is we're going to be looking at putting it into cigar lounges as well.
Nice.
So, I already talked to a few people, and then it'll be a nice gift. If you don't know what to get the cigar smoker, someone walks into the lounge and says, hey, the woman that says, I don't know what my husband smokes. He smokes cigars. What should I get him? He says he likes dark stuff. So when you check it out, it says, hey, does he drink coffee? Yep. Here's a bag of lounge coffee. This goes perfect with those cigars. Great. It's a nice addition for the lounges. It's a nice addition for cigar smokers. So, and it really pairs well. I'm actually drinking some right now, but I'm drinking it iced, and it's just as good. So,
very cool.
Yeah, it's been going well. So outside of that, everything's been going great, and enjoying listening to you guys bicker, and enjoying listening to Nick have to do a lot of editing.
It has been a lot.
It does entertain.
It's been a lot lately.
So I'm going to try not to say things like Ave Maria or.
Damn it, Nick!
Do you hear that?
Nope. No, I'm supposed to say no, right?
Yeah, but you but you triggered Jeff. It's like every time he hears Ave Maria, he just triggers, and I don't understand why.
Because I know you're doing this.
I'm not doing anything.
Everyone knows you're doing
Nobody
this.
knows anything, because I'm not doing anything.
All it takes is for somebody to say Ave Maria, and you're going to play the goofy music.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, so that's that. That's
you know what we need to do?
That's what you've got going. Okay.
I just realized what we need to do. We need to change that up, and every time we say Nat Sherman, then we do the Ave Maria, but like Michael Herklotz.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know.
Are you trying to give him more work?
Yeah, he's trying to make more work, and I'm literally about to light his knee on fire with my torch.
We've got that in the budget to get a chorus in to do the Michael Herklotz.
It's not going to happen.
Michael Herklotz.
Anyway.
Oh, there it is. You got that sound.
I was saying, now I've got that sound good. So,
backfire.
It will completely. Anyway,
not unlike me after a barbecue sandwich.
So okay, Jeff. God. All right. Well, we've heard what Nick has going on, and it's great. It's great.
We've heard what he had to say. Get him the hell out.
Well, no. It's like it's great. I'm glad that the coffee.
It's been another sermon from the cigar pulpit.
Glad the coffee's taking off and everything's going well. Jeff,
you didn't sound sincere at all when you said that.
But before you
got that, Gervais, right? There was that hint of sarcasm.
It sounded so bad.
I'm going to light you on fire now, Jeff.
It did.
So,
it was like, well, big deal.
No.
Oh, God, we got that out of the way. Let's move on.
You guys are cutting me off before you know why I'm kind of like, ugh, is the fact that we've heard from Nick, what stupid crap do you have to talk about?
Well, do you want me to talk about it now, or do you want me to save it for after Ask the Boys?
Oh, I suspect there's going to be plenty of stupid crap and Ask the Boys as well.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and get your personal stupid crap out of the way now.
I spent yesterday at Starview Winery in Southern Illinois. It's down in Cobden, Illinois, south of Carbondale, at a Wine and Alpaca event. It was great. You sit out by the lake, you drink wine. For an extra $10, you got to go shear an alpaca, keep the wool. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, I got a bunch of it inside.
Really?
Wait a minute. You got to go.
You got to get drunk and
You gotta be
shear an
kidding me.
alpaca.
I'm telling you.
Go get the wool.
What's that?
Go get
the
wool.
It's packed away.
Go get the wool.
It's packed. I don't.
No.
It's in the safe,
No.
It's got a cure.
No, here's the thing, Jeff. I did a little research. I looked into this event. I'm aware that this actually was a real event, that there was, money raised for Paws, I believe it's some sort of pet no-kill shelter organization.
Yeah.
They were selling various goods made from alpaca wool.
Well, nobody's
going to
raise money for the kill shelter.
Well, no.
No.
But anyway, I'm aware that that was a real thing. What I didn't find in any of my research, though, was any sort of indication that you were allowed to shear an alpaca for $10.
Kristen did such a good job that she actually got a free shirt when she sheared her alpaca.
I don't.
See, she's wearing it right now.
I don't believe that. So I want you to go get the wool.
I don't know where she put it somewhere.
All right. All right.
We had a good time. And then we took a diversion and went over to a lavender farm and cut our own lavender.
Oh, dear God.
It was a full day. I even posted pictures from the alpaca event on my Instagram, Naked Gator.
You did.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
Saw that.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Is this a Baba Black Sheep? Have you any wool sort of setup joke?
But
you're going after.
But it's Baba. Not. Well, I was going to do llama,
Baba
but it's
llama?
alpaca. Baba alpaca.
Baba
It
So what's the
doesn't work.
difference between a llama and alpaca? They look. I mean, they're not the same animal, right?
No, but they do actually resemble each other, but no, they are not the same animal.
Hey, Llama.
Llama Llama Ding Dong.
See, because Emperor's New Groove is my favorite Disney movie. But
Is that a llama?
But I think
or
he turns into a llama.
Sheep or a alpaca?
I think he turns into a llama in that movie.
Llama Ding Dong.
It's David Spade.
Alpacas are much smaller than llamas. Llamas?
Oh, somebody went to Wiki.
The Googles.
The Googles.
About half the size, they can produce much more fleece. The llama, however, has coarser outer coat and a finer undercoat, which is the part used for spinning yarn. It is a hollow fiber, so it is warmer than wool of similar weight.
Yep.
Good God. I still don't know what the difference is other than size.
It would be the difference between, I don't know. I have no idea. A sheep and a goat, I mean, they're similar but different.
Ooh.
Well, this has been thrilling. So why don't we go ahead?
No,
since
but I
we
was going to
have-
tell you. This place is awesome. And the llama people, they actually have a farm down there. It's
Wait. Llama people or alpaca?
I'm sorry, the alpaca people.
Oh, my
See, I'm already
God.
confused
God
myself.
damn it, Jeff.
The alpaca people, I believe it's Rolling Oak Alpaca in Southern Illinois, and they're really cool because they'll go around all these wineries. Now, I was hoping the llamas. I was hoping the alpacas were just going to be out wandering around in and among the drunk folk, but they weren't. They actually had them in a pen. You had to go over, and then you could buy a cup of food and feed them, and it was a whole thing.
Why in the world would you think that they'd be roaming
I
around
thought they were free
amongst
range.
the drunk people?
I thought they'd be free range alpacas.
No.
But they go to wineries and do this at their place. They actually have art where people come in and sit in the pasture and paint pictures, in and among the alpacas. And they also have alpaca yoga, which I have not done.
I can't imagine you doing much yoga, period.
I've done yoga. You know that. I did yoga.
Yeah.
Fell asleep, and I'm sure I was farting. That's my biggest fear with yoga.
The biggest fear is falling asleep in a yoga class.
And
farting.
And farting. Well, I mean, let's be real. He can't.
You get so relaxed.
He can't try and make time with any of the women in yoga pants there if he's there ripping ass.
But when you're there and you're so relaxed, the sphincter just releases.
God
What
damn
is
it.
My Monthly Cigars?
God damn it. Oh, my God.
Pinky?
This would normally be the time that I give some information about My Monthly Cigars, but I've hired that out this week, so take it away.
My Monthly Cigars is a premium cigar subscription service. It comes in a variety of different size boxes at affordable prices. Use offer code PULPIT and get free shipping on your first box and 20% off any items in the online store at mymonthlycigars.com.
That's offer code PULPIT. Thanks! Yeah. Oh, anyway, why don't we? That was
stupid crap.
That was stupid crap. I was going to be nice and say that was mildly entertaining. No, that was stupid crap. So why don't we just go ahead and jump into Ask the Boys because we have so many questions here.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you to everybody. If you reached out and left a message because I challenged you, thank you. And remember, I'm going to give a bag for the best call. We have to vote on the best call today.
Okay. Oh, man. All right.
Bag of lounge coffee goes to the best caller. So
all right.
Let's see what we got.
So here's Ask the Boys. So,
shall we play a game?
You talking to me? I have a question for you.
You gotta ask me nicely.
Ask me about my wiener.
You got a question? You ask the 8-ball.
Come on, sucker. Let's get it on.
okay, so it's time for Ask the Boys. And guys, get your questions into us via the Ask the Boys hotline, area code 863-874-0000. And let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
What's up, fellas? It's Alan from South Carolina. Nothing fart or orgasm related this week. I have an actual cigar question. If smoking traditional cigars was out the window and you could only smoke flavored or infused, what's the first cigar you're picking up? I'm going Acid 20, but that's just me. I hope y'all have a great day. Gator Gang flaps up. You know what it is.
Oh, my God.
That's getting wings.
It's your buddy Alan from South Carolina with an actual legit cigar question this week, not talking about,
farts or orgasms.
Circumcisions and orgasms and various
He
other
brought that
things.
up at the end.
That's true. He did. Yeah, you're what?
That always happens at the end.
You're what? Team flaps up?
Team flaps up. I said it's
Okay.
catching wings.
Oh, God. All right. Well, anyway, so if you could only smoke traditional cigars, or I'm sorry, if you couldn't smoke traditional cigars and you had to smoke flavored or infused cigars, what would be the first one you're going to? He went with the Acid 20.
Good choice.
Guys, any thoughts on this?
I'll throw one out. And this is actually Kristen's favorite cigar. She's sitting over intermittently coming in and out on the deck here, but she's smoking her Leather Rose. That's a good cigar, and I can smoke it. I'm not a real infused guy, but I do like smoking it now and again. So probably the Leather Rose.
I like the Fat Bottom Buddy, also from
that one's almost too sweet for me.
See, I like that one. I think I've only had like one or two of the Leather Rose.
Turned into a Drew Estate commercial here.
I mean, let's be real.
They're the king of the infused.
When you're talking infused cigars, that's where it tends to go. Now, you still also have, what is it, the, what's the ones that, who is it that makes those?
Like the Java, and
Well, no, Java's also a Drew
yeah,
Estate.
you're right.
Drew Estate. I think it's Drew Estate and Rocky.
And Rocky Patel, yeah. But then there's, Jamaican, is it Jamaican? Not Jamaican Breeze.
No, I think you're actually right. I think that actually is.
Jamaican
Yeah,
Breeze?
I think you're right.
And then
because they have a Hawaiian Breeze and
then there's the Upsetters. That's one from.
I'm not familiar with them.
That's from Nick Melillo over at Foundation Cigars. He's got that, but I don't know.
I will tell you, I'm scared though for the infused cigars, man. They're in trouble. The feds are coming after them hot and heavy.
Yeah, well, they're going to get roped into a whole bunch of stuff. Nick, what's do you have an infused cigar that you've tried and liked?
It's hard to say because I don't really ever have one. The only one I could think of off the top of my head, because I try. I don't want to say I try to stay away from them, but I just don't.
I don't go to them too regularly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I may have one every couple of years, to be honest, at that point. But I would say the only one that comes to mind would be like a Nub Cafe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
good choice.
Yeah, that would probably be it. That would be for me.
Okay.
Good question, though.
It is a good question.
Now, okay, let me ask this, because I touched on the whole thing with the flavor ban, which I'm scared to death is coming. Is that going to hit, like, the barrel-aged and all that kind of stuff? Like, how intrusive is that going to get?
That's a good question, Jeff. I don't know.
Yeah, because that could really affect a lot of brands.
It could.
I think what they're really going towards with this stuff is the marketing towards children aspect with the flavors, like, the grapes and all that stuff. Like, I don't think barrel aged.
When's the last time you saw a 12-year-old smoking a leather rose?
100%. I agree.
Yeah.
You don't see high school kids out there puffing on cigars. You don't see. Man, you never see it. We get it, but we also know, what the fiasco is right now with all the bills that are including cigars. It shouldn't, and it's just ridiculous. But we're gonna have a fun show. We're not gonna make it political and
exactly
sad.
So we can't mention Dick
Durbin.
Yeah.
You dick!
Can.
Yeah, speaking of Dick, you got an update for Dick Watch there?
Tricky Dick Durbin.
You dick!
He still hasn't called to go down to Honduras with
all
us.
right,
So
well, that's all the
the invitation still stands.
That's all the update we need. So.
Tricky Dick Durbin.
You dick!
Okay, well, next call here.
Hey guys, it's Adam here, long-time caller, first-time listener. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am safe during the attacks of Palestine. I had a couple questions. I know I talked before. Don't worry, I'm still alive. I did not kill myself. But
thank God.
2 questions for you guys. One question will be based off of the list, and the other is just about certain countries. The list of 4 cigars here. I have number 1 being the Davidoff Oro Blanco. Number 2 is the Fuente Opus X. Number 3, Padron 50th Anniversary. And number 4, the Macalif Reserva. If you had to pick one of these cigars that you had an endless free amount to smoke, but you could only smoke that cigar for life, or else your mouth would turn into your asshole, and your asshole would turn into your mouth, which would it be? I have smoked all these except for the Davidoff Oro Blanco because I can't justify spending $500 on a cigar. Let me know what you guys think on that one. The second question, I always thought about this one and never could figure out a good answer. If the U.S. embargoed every single cigar manufacturing country in the world except for one country, what country would you guys pick? I'd say I'm going to go with Dominican Republic, but I'd like to hear what you guys' input is. Stay safe out there, and you guys have a wonderful day. Stay smoky.
Oh,
okay.
Man. Some good questions in and amongst all that.
Now, of the 4, I think I've only had the Opus X. I don't think I've had the other 3 cigars. So I don't have a good point of reference. I don't know about you guys.
I am 50% of those, I believe.
I've had a Opus X. I don't know if I've had the one that he referenced. So
I've had Davidoff, but I haven't had the one he referenced.
I know I'm 50%, but I don't know if I'm. You haven't had that Davidoff.
No,
Davidoff
that's what I said.
$500.
I said I've had a Davidoff,
Oh,
not
okay.
that one.
Yeah.
Boy, he's so ready to jump on.
Well, no, I was just like, wait a minute, you haven't had that Davidoff, but
nor will I if it's $500. No offense, Davidoff.
I'm trying to think. Well, based off the ones that I've had, I'd say that Padron.
Okay.
And also, let's be real, Padron. I don't know if you could ever go wrong with Padron.
Yeah.
What
do you think, Gervais?
Yeah.
I'm with you. The Padron. I was thinking the X at first, but that's just kind of I don't want to call it a one-off, but it's there's so many good Padrones out there. Like you said, you can't go wrong with it. Mm-hmm. I'm going with Padron. The 50th anniversary, right?
Yeah, 50th anniversary.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I mean, that's a solid cigar.
Yeah. Now, the second question.
Okay, yes, the second question about if the U.S. embargoed every country that makes cigars except for one, which one would you want it to be?
Nicaragua.
Honduras.
I've got some real friends in Honduras. I've got people in other countries that I like, but in terms of my palate, my personal palate, I probably would have to also go with Nicaragua.
Okay, then.
Just from.
It's just hypothetical.
I know exactly.
I'm staying Honduran.
I just think. I think for my palate, I think Nicaragua's the way I got to go.
Put it down. Gator is Team Honduras.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad for you.
There you go.
So.
And I'm glad he's still alive because I was really worried about him on the last call.
Well, yeah, because he was literally threatening suicide.
Yeah,
you know,
it was really
if we couldn't help
disconcerting.
him. So I'm glad that he pulled through.
Yep.
So.
If all it takes to keep you going in life is calling us on the hotline, you just feel free to call.
Oh my God! All right. Next question here.
Hey guys, it's Glenn here. I have a riddle for you. What has one eye, can't stand up straight, is 2 inches tall, and has a terrible fear of traveling to Honduras?
Dick. Terrible.
Wait for it. The answer is Dick, Dick, and his little dick.
Well, no, we're not making those.
Very limp. Durbin.
I don't know his any
Have
status.
a great day. Stay smoky.
But we just know he's after cigars.
Oh my!
Yeah, listeners are getting hostile on the hotline.
I was going to say we're getting a little personal, but
yeah. Maybe he was in the pool.
I'm just saying, I have heard he's got a little dick.
What in the world? You can't know. You can't say that. You don't know that.
Isn't that a quote from Ghostbusters when they're talking about the EPA guy? He's like, I've heard this man has
no dick.
Has no dick. That's
yes.
right. He's like, I've heard this man has no dick.
It's when they're in the governor's office.
Mayor,
you're right.
Yeah. Anyway, wow, taking some shots at Dick Durbin there. So.
Okay, then.
All right, well, wasn't much of a question, but a fair statement. So, all right. Moving.
Gator no way endorses any of that call.
All right, then. Well.
Okay, moving on.
Next call here.
Hey, boys. It's Christian, a.k.a. Big Polka, calling from Connecticut. I just finished going through some chaos of getting married and just returned from my honeymoon. And I got to say, I'm glad I brought my noise-canceling earbuds during my flights because they helped to drown out the crying babies while I got to catch up on my pulpit episodes. So I want to thank you guys for my in-flight entertainment. So just wanted to share, on my wedding day, I got my groomsmen 2 different cigars to smoke during our reception. And I want to see what you guys think of these selections. During cocktail hour, we had a private balcony that overlooked our outdoor courtyard. So as our guests were coming in and mingling and got the chance to look up at us, we're standing out there smoking some nice Padron 1926 Churchills. They kind of looked like some mob bosses having a secret meeting. So it was a kind of a badass looking from pictures I saw that people took candidly of us. On top of that, later in the night, we all were smoking some Perdomo 20th anniversary Connecticut Gordos while we were taking some group pictures. We're hoping to find one perfect picture that we can possibly try to submit to Cigar Aficionado and see if we can make the cut to be put in the back of the Cigar Aficionado's section over there where everyone shares their picture smoking cigars. I also did cigar bar for our guests, which my wife was very supportive of and even made some really cool custom bands for. I put out some Olivia Connecticut Reserve Robustos and some Jew Estate Tavik Especials Robustos because I had a mixed crowd of cigar smokers, and I thought I'd put something out there that was right for everybody and also something good for a first-timer to pick up and try, which at the end of the night turned out being a huge hit with that cigar bar. So I got a question for you boys. If you can go back to your wedding days, if you had groomsmen who smoked cigars, what cigar or cigars would you gift them to smoke on your wedding day? And on top of that, if you guys decided to go with a cigar bar concept, what kind of cigar or cigars would you put in it to gift out during your day? And on top of that, I'm also kind of curious to ask, also a little bit afraid, to hear what advice you guys might give for a newlywed guy like myself. As always, boys, thank you so much. Keep up the great work. Keep smoky and stay classy.
Okay, so let's start off with the cigars for the wedding. I had cigars at both of my weddings.
Oh, well, okay, so you have the actual answer.
Yes, and I hate to admit this. Without going back and really researching photos,
You don't know what they are.
No, I do not.
Okay.
Kristen and I had cigars on the beach with my best man, David Austin, who's been on the show, listener Dave.
Yes.
And I wasn't supposed to say his last name, and I just did, but oh well. he probably won't hear it, so we'll let that go. So, but we had cigars on the beach down at Destin and had a ball, and I hate to admit this, I don't remember what the cigar
Weren't they
is.
San Cristobal's?
They might have been.
Or isn't that what you brought to his wedding?
No, the ones I brought to his wedding were the Las Cabrias.
Oh,
yeah,
Calaveras or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
I took those to his wedding. I remember those distinctly. I don't remember the cigars I had. If I had access to my phone, I might actually be able to look up.
Yeah, you're not
the ones on the beach, but no, I smoked cigars at both of my bachelor parties and after the weddings.
My groomsmen. Well, okay, I'm trying to think. One of my groomsmen is my buddy Carl, who lives out in Colorado.
Carl.
And Carl and I went to college together. And Carl is...
Fartman?
No.
Shut the Fartman.
Strapini, actually, but that's neither here nor there. He's actually the guy that I had my first cigar with.
Yep.
Way back in the day.
Yep.
When we were down, he and I were down.
And you threw up in your dad's car.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that reminder. I try to forget that. Not that I really remember it, but I try to forget it. But anyway, but no, we had what is it, little Macanudos in the tubes.
Yeah.
You know?
Which aren't bad cigars.
On the beach
at all.
there at Fort Lauderdale. And then it was another, 14 years later.
Until I got the monkey back on your back.
14 years later that you and I were out in Las Vegas. But anyway, yeah, so... I mean, I don't know how regularly I don't even know if he has any sort of regularity with cigars. He would be the only one out of all those groomsmen, though, that I would know. And so, honestly, I'd probably have to go with something kind of mild.
Yeah.
For those guys.
Well, because you can smoke a mild cigar and you're okay with it.
Exactly.
But if you give somebody, the Bishop, it might be overwhelming for them.
Potentially.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah. And then as for the whole cigar...
The Gator's the way to go, guys.
Cigar bar kind of concept, I kind of love the way he did it, having one...
That was very cool.
Kind of a medium cigar available, but then also having the Tobacco Especial available.
Like a good starter cigar, yeah.
For both any of the ladies or starters or anything like that. I think that was a really good concept.
I like the Tobacco Especial.
It's not a bad cigar.
No, not at all. I like the sweet tip.
Country. Did you have cigars at your wedding?
Not at the wedding, no. See, it's kind of an anomaly here. I'm one of maybe a couple, less than a handful of my group of, close friends and family that actually smoke cigars. So it's not something that was of, up front at my wedding, but, I got married at the Wynn in Vegas and, we were out there. We had about 50 people out there flying out from, Massachusetts, Ohio, and Colorado. And it was nice. It was really cool. And a few of us went out the nights before, had a few smokes at some of the lounges, but, nothing at the wedding. But I agree. I like what he did with the cigar bar concept. I think having the choices is very generous. I mean,
it is very generous. Yeah.
That's amazing. And again, he was right. He's starting off his marriage perfectly by saying his wife was awesome about it. He's already pumping her up. So that's good. Good job. That would be my advice. Keep doing that, even when you're wrong.
Communication is key, man. Just keep the lines of communication open, both good and bad. If you got an issue, get it off your back early. Don't let it fester.
Keep the lines open, but screen the calls.
Jeff, what kind of advice do you have?
Learn how to find the bean.
Jesus.
You're hoping you already learned.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, that's true.
Happy what?
Happy wife, happy life.
Oh, I thought you said happy life, and I was like, that's the same thing. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Happy bean, know what I mean?
Oh, my God. All right, then. Well, okay.
Well, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, man. Seriously, it's you'll have a good time.
There you go.
Yeah. So, All right, moving on to the next call here.
What's up, guys? This is Rob. I wanted to call our guest of honor here, My Monthly Cigars, Nick. And my Ask the Boys is for him specifically. With the fucking good coffee, or fucking if you're Jeff, how do you come up with the blends, I would guess you would call it? Is there like a blending process with cigars like there is in coffee? Are the two processes somewhat similar? Hear really good things about the coffee. Would love a little insight on how you came up with them, and look forward to the answer. Thanks, guys.
Well, Rob, that was a good call. Like a legit good call. So,
what the others weren't? Is that what you're implying? Because that's what it sounds like.
No, but I mean, let's be real. I'm used to the Ask the Boys segment. It can go either way. So Nick, give us a little insight on the coffee.
Sure. So I work directly with a coffee manufacturer, a roaster that I work directly with to choose the different blends. And to be honest, it is kind of like cigars where, you're getting different blends of beans and roasts, and you're trying them. You're just continually taste testing them and then deciding what is from there. So it's a similar process to cigars. It's fun for sure because you drink a ton of coffee. You have a ton of bad coffee too, which really helps to eliminate stuff. But I think it's a little bit easier to do this than blending a cigar, only because it's leaves and it takes a little bit more time, to get them together and blend. And there's so many different types that you can blend, I guess. I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent, but no, it's similar to how it is, and that's what it is. I work with the roaster and decide what to go with there. Trust me, they put some stuff together that I won't sell. I won't put out. It won't be fucking good coffee because I didn't like it, and I had other people try it, and they didn't like it either. They confirmed it as well.
The same thing happens with cigars. Like you can have really good tobaccos, but if you mix them, in the wrong proportions or with the wrong tobaccos, they just don't blend well. And that happens with coffee too, I'm sure.
I'm sure there's coffee blenders that are like the master cigar blenders where they know right away. Like if you say, hey, I want this dark roast, a medium roast, and a light roast all together, this would be amazing. They'll look at you and probably say, no, it won't work. And then you say, I want to try it. And then you realize, okay, it doesn't work. You were right.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are guys like that, like there are in the cigar industry. But so for the most part, that's kind of how we go about it. And I'm not going to put out coffee that I don't like or I don't think is good. And so far, knock on wood, we've been getting some awesome feedback from everybody. So, and they're hitting the points that I was trying to hit. No bitterness, nice and smooth, and just an enjoyable cup of coffee.
Well, let me ask you a question. So in tobacco, you have different characteristics that are kind of known for the different tobaccos from different regions. So, like, for example, a lot of Nicaraguan tobacco kind of has that little spicy note to it. You might have tobacco from, like, the Dominican kind of be more smooth and everything. Like, are there different aspects to different beans from different areas or different coffees? Or, like,
sure.
So, like, for the blending process, like, is it kind of the same way? Like you're picking beans from different regions and that's how they're known and they all have their different characteristics, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, it's very eerily similar to cigars where you've got beans from different parts of the world, different types of soil. Some are, volcanic soil. Some are clay. There's different washing techniques of these beans as well. Some are sun-dried. And then before roasted, some are, kiln dried or heat dried. There's so many different ways that they go about it to get their distinct flavor. So mostly it's the soil and location that gives it that unique, distinct flavor, like cigars, like the spicy Nicaraguan, ligeros, etc. So yeah, that's what I liked about getting into the coffee business as well, is it was that close to cigars and tobacco. They're almost the same thing. Just one's, a tobacco smoking product. The other one's a drink.
Interesting.
Have you ever tried that coffee they dig out of the poop?
It's like, I know what you're talking about. No, I haven't. It's expensive, I think.
It's elephant poop, right?
I don't think so. I honestly, I don't know. No, they feed certain animals the beans. They poop them out, and then
that's the fermenting process, essentially. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's expensive. I don't think it's big.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's big like elephants.
I will eat and try a lot of different things, but that's a little much even for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass.
The poop coffee, not my thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'll stick with the fucking good coffee.
If you ever see me come out with a fucking poop coffee,
now we got something.
We got something. That'll be good. I'll know it's good.
$300 a bag, but yeah.
We'll call it the Gator.
Exactly. If it's the poop coffee, it's the Gator. All right, then.
There you go.
These beans were cleaned in a bidet.
Also known as the bathroom sink at Kristen's house.
Or the Sunoco down the street.
Exactly.
Yes.
Sorry, Sunoco.
We don't have those, but I do a lot of damage to Casey's.
There you go. Poor Casey's.
Oh, he does. I hear
they had
about
to tear the one down in Nashville after I left.
I hear about it all the time. Yeah. Oh, I destroyed that Casey's. It's like, it's a constant thing.
Hey, what are you guys getting on your cigar?
You know what? It's good that you're taking
pepper
a break
up
because I am at about the halfway point. There is a little bit of pepper. Mm-hmm. You know what we haven't done though is a retro.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
It's tasty, and the retro's nice. You're both doing it at the same time, so I'm trying to fill that.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate that. There is a little bit of pepper to the retro.
It's got a linger to it.
It's got a lingering pepper to the retro. Yeah.
Yep.
I thought the first half of the cigar was fairly smooth and mild. You know,
it's picking up on the back end.
It is the second half of it. It's picking up. There's a little bit more pepper, a little bit more spice to it.
Definitely not a one note.
No.
Okay.
It's
so
good.
You guys would agree with my assessment that it really does fit that middle ground of mild to medium.
Yeah. It's
building to medium on the back half.
Starts off mild, definitely building to more of a medium on the back half. Yep.
Oh, cool. Back to ask the boys.
All right, so we'll get to our next question here.
Bishop, Gator, first time, long time. This is Justin calling from Los Angeles, California. I have a kind of a two-part question for the boys. One is really more for the Bishop. How are you a cigar connoisseur and you haven't figured out how to retrohale without coughing up a lot? Very, very simple.
Called you right out.
You just breathe in like you're sucking from a straw, and you swallow. When you're sucking from a straw, it doesn't go into your lungs. There's no reason to cough. I digress. My real question is based off of, does the face of the brand or the owner of the brand influence you at all in your cigar purchases? That's it. I'll leave it to you guys. Stay smoky.
I like that question.
First of all, Justin, before we get into your actual question there, I would just like to point out that the inherent flaw in your question about me and the retrohale is that I'm not a cigar connoisseur.
No, we're just geeks.
We're just two dorks that happen to have microphones and like to talk. I mean, like I don't.
Nick has a lot of trouble with his gag reflex.
I don't want anyone thinking that I think I'm some sort of expert. That's not the case. And I'm trying to ignore Jeff and his offhanded comment there.
I just don't want you to gag.
And it's not that the smoke is getting into my lungs. Now, sometimes I have coughed on the show.
Oh, no. I have made the mistake of inhaling accidentally.
I have coughed on the show once or twice because I've either inhaled the cigar or I have inhaled after I've exhaled.
Yes.
And I end up like drawing in cigar smoke again.
I've done that at Top Shooters once in a while. If the wind's not moving on the patio there, like you exhale and then you take a breath and you just suck it back in, and it just it takes the air out of your lungs.
But like typically when I'm coughing like that, it's because like it like
burns.
It just burns the nose. It just kind of burns the nostrils. So.
I don't understand the swallow part that he mentioned, because if you're swallowing it, I think that's what he said, right? It's like,
are we still talking about cigars?
I don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Shut up, Jeff. Anyway,
I don't think. I mean, I don't get it. I think if you swallow,
That's how you're gonna. That's how you're gonna.
You'll make a
cough
lot of
and-
friends. You'll make a lot of
It's
friends.
true, you will. You're gonna get a reputation.
Free
though,
drinks
but,
at bars.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how you end up hacking up a lung.
That's how you bring it down into your lungs, right?
Yeah, you don't want to do
down
that.
your windpipe.
That's-
So yeah, I mean, I retrohale all the time. I mean, I'm multiple times, probably every third to fifth puff, and I don't swallow. It lingers into the back of your nasal passages. Everything's It's all connected back there. It's just how do you get it from your mouth, the back of your mouth, to your nasal passages and out. And you're not swallowing. You're almost blocking it.
Yeah.
To come out that way.
Well, and that's one of the things that I have to point out to new cigar smokers all the time. One of the first things I tell them is don't inhale. Because everybody, like, if they've been a cigarette smoker, they're used to inhaling.
Yep.
And, like, there have been, and I'll say different females or just guys in general that aren't cigar smokers, and their first inclination is to inhale it.
Yep.
And you'll never smoke a cigar again if you do that your first time out of the gate because it hurts. Yeah, avoid that like the plague.
Now, as for a second question about whether or not a brand owner or face of the brand or whatever will influence your cigar purchasing, yes.
It does.
I think it does.
Of course it does.
If you actually meet somebody and they're nice to you, you're gonna feel more inclined to purchase that cigar.
Oscar Valadares.
Oscar? Justo?
I smoke a lot of cigars by Oscar. Justo has been great to us, and I love his cigars.
Nick Perdomo. The fact that he was like early on.
Sorry.
Jeff, did you swallow?
Yes, I did.
I was say he swallowed there.
Yeah.
No. The fact that Nick Perdomo early on was willing to come onto the show and I mean that was like a big deal.
The J.C. Newman
we
people
we were nobody.
have been good as gold
still are
to us.
Nobody.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. J.C. Newman's been great. I mean, and that's the thing. And then there's other brand owners that I will not name, but I have made multiple attempts to get them on the show. And, it's kind of like it's obvious that there's either no interest or,
But why wouldn't
whatever.
you take the free publicity?
And I'll be honest.
That's what I don't get.
And I'll be honest, I don't really smoke a lot of those cigars.
No, I agree. I will say this. There's one cigar, I won't say that I completely avoid it, but I feel they did a friend a little dirty that we've made in the cigar industry, and I don't pick that cigar up as on the regular because of that.
Well, I need to know what that is after the show. I don't want to do it now, but oh,
you gotta cut that.
Yeah, now I gotta cut that. You son of a bitch.
Play something else. Here's
You can bleep it
in there.
No, I'm
don't
not
even bleep it. Just put
play us off.
Anyway, I don't know, Nick. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it plays a role. It's part of marketing. It's a piece of the marketing. If the face of the brand, take a look at somebody like Rocky Patel, for example.
Yeah.
People are buying Rocky Patel. He's got how many different bands and labels out there? Probably even 100 plus. It could be. I could be over exaggerating, but my point being,
you could be under exaggerating.
Yeah,
actually,
you
take Vitolas into account and everything as well. But anyway,
right. But my point being is, he's the face of the brand. You know who Rocky Patel is. And if you don't smoke a lot of cigars, you tend to go towards what you know. Hey, I've seen that guy. It's like voting, right? It's like voting. If you're not too familiar with the candidates, you go with, hey, I've seen that guy. He looked friendly.
Name recognition.
I'm going to vote. Exactly, 100%.
Well,
so, that's for me. I think it is. Can it hurt? It depends on the person, but I think they got teams that are smart enough to know that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be out front. But to be honest, most guys are. Most people are out in the front of their brands.
There's a certain level of vanity, though, too, man. When you get the brand, it's like you want to be out there pushing it and everything.
So I was talking to this cat that was at the Wine and Alpaca thing, to bring that back up again. He was there playing music, and he was great.
That. Okay.
But he came over in between sets and asked me, he goes, what is that cigar you're smoking? Well, of course, I was smoking the Gator, because why wouldn't I?
Uh-huh.
And he goes, oh, my God, that smells good. And I said, well, do you want one? Because I was going to offer him a stick. I had extras with me.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, no. I quit smoking 30 years ago, cigarettes. And he goes, I don't want to take the chance to get started. Well, I said, I don't want to get you started. He goes, no, but that cigar smells good.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
And you know what? If he starts to smoke cigars at some point, he's going, you know what I want? I want what that guy had because it's recognition.
Yep, exactly. And I'll also say that was also an opportunity for you to educate about how they're different, and he's not going to get addicted to.
But my luck,
cigars.
I getting started back up, and then I feel horrible.
But
so I stood down on that.
Okay,
I'm not going to lie.
I'm like, they're totally different. You don't
No,
get
they're
addicted
totally
to
different.
cigars.
It's a different experience. But I didn't, I don't want to take the chance on getting somebody started back up that, was smoking 2 packs a day, for 20 years. I don't want to do that to them.
That's because of the chemical nicotine that they started putting into cigarettes. But
Well, absolutely.
here or there.
Yeah.
Hey, I know people, I've got friends that smoke cigars because I was smoking them. They never wanted to try them. They decided to finally try one. They were cigarette smokers. They haven't smoked a cigarette in years.
I know people that have stopped smoking cigarettes and use cigars as the way to shift away from them. Yeah.
Well, and I know that he's a polarizing figure and all, but I'm going to mention it. Rush Limbaugh that passed away this year.
Yep.
He had given up nicotine years and years ago, but was smoking cigars, for the remainder of his life.
Yep.
So, yeah, it does happen, and you can make the transition, but I wouldn't want a chance getting somebody hooked. Like Kristen, when we first got together, she didn't want to smoke cigars, didn't have any interest in it, and just sitting around hanging out with me, watching me do it, she started doing it, and she enjoys, the lifestyle now.
There you go.
So, she's got her back to us now, but I was hoping she'd nod in agreement. But.
No, she's shaking her head no. Like, why are you talking about me again, Jeff? And now she's shaking her head yes when I said that. So.
When are we going to get her on for Ask the X?
I mean, she's literally right here, but
it's
just going to have to be when she wants to. And let's be real. When do you have all your stuff packed and ready to move out? Because I suspect that's going to be the end result of that episode.
I don't really see any other clear pattern that could happen.
No, you're going to be living out of your Jeep by the time that episode airs, so you probably shouldn't be pushing for that
Fair
too
enough.
hard.
Fair enough.
I mean, I want it to happen.
The worst way. Now she's grinning.
Oh. All right, well, we got one more question here for Ask the Boys, so why don't we go ahead and jump into that?
Hey, fellas, it's JT in Indiana again. Just had a couple questions for you. When you're not recording your podcast, but you're smoking by yourself, do you have a quote-unquote cigar playlist that you listen to, like a certain type of music other than other cigar podcasts? A lot of people like to listen to blues or like Frank Sinatra type stuff like that. And then the second question is, if you were given a gift that keeps on giving, which STD would you choose and why? Thanks. Have a smoky day.
Oh
anything penicillin can cure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, anything beyond that, anything that keeps on giving, I don't want to get.
But if it's the gift that keeps on giving,
let's start with the first one.
I'm focused on this one. So if it's the gift that keeps on giving, does that mean that we're limited to the ones that you can't get rid of, though? Because theoretically, like syphilis, for example, you can get rid of. So it's kind of one of those like you got it, and then you got rid of it, and now it's not given anymore.
It's not like you just give it to someone else.
But
it's not a present
example,
that you regift.
Whereas like herpes, for example, is the gift that does keep on giving all the rest of your life long.
Yeah, that shit'll rear back up.
Yeah.
I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to say there's no answer here.
Oh, that's not an answer, Jeff.
Yeah, but for me, there's no answer.
That's not an answer.
I've made it to 51 without an STD. I don't want to start now.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I know you can't say that.
What? Well, that's because I'm not 51. Wow. I'm not 51. I get what you were doing there, you son of a bitch. I never had an STD, but I'm clean. It's like my body is a temple, and it is clean. It's fat, but it's clean. But yeah, I don't know the answer to that either. I'd say it depends on your perception of the question. Like I said, if you're going with one that like you can't get rid of, I mean, look, God bless the people with HIV, but I'd much rather have herpes than that.
Well, but there are drugs that can curtail that now, but still,
they're probably more expensive.
I'd rather not have to find out. What about you, Gervais? You're an expert on this.
About being 51?
I just very nearly rocketed my cigar onto the table. I was drawing when he said that. And I very nearly just spit take my cigar out on the table. I did blow all the ash all over myself.
Literally, Gervais, the ash shot off the end of his cigar like a bullet out of a gun.
Oh my God!
I'm assuming you're saying I'm the expert at the playlist stuff.
Yes,
I think he was implying the STD thing more, but
yeah, he's implying I'm a walking bag of studs.
Oh my God!
What was the question? Was it what would you rather get or what would you rather give?
I'm pretty.
Well, I think if you've got it, you can give it.
I think the question was technically get.
Oh, God. I want to cop out, but I don't want to cop out.
I copped out.
Yeah, you can't cop out.
I copped out.
I mean, Jeff's being a wuss. He can't cop out.
I'll tell you what I'd rather, what I would prefer to give. That'll be better. I prefer to give, was it JT that made the call?
Yes.
I prefer to give JT the free bag of lounge coffee for the best call of the day because that got the most reaction out of all of us.
It did. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
That's my cop out. So JT, strong work. Get in touch with me, and I think I know what JT it is. But and if it is, they absolutely are already big fans of Fucking. They are. They've ordered plenty, which is good. So yeah, that's what I would rather give JT. Nice job.
So he's giving JT a fucking good time.
There you go.
I'm hearing.
A fucking stud. There you go.
All right. So playlists, guys.
No,
I listen to talk radio.
I listen to. Well, he said not cigar podcast.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like sitting. I tend to smoke at night, on the deck and stuff, and I don't have a playlist. I'll watch something, watch a show or a doc or I'll just sit and enjoy the peace and quiet.
What I find myself doing, trolling YouTube, just randomly finding things and then seeing the suggestions that pop up from those, and I take a deep dive sometimes on that.
I go a similar direction. What's really been a time suck for me lately, and I don't know how I even got into it. I'll go on TikTok and just watch, and the next thing I know, it's been 40 minutes, and what the fuck just happened?
So hold on, let me speak to this. So a mutual friend of Nick and mine actually sent a TikTok video the other day, and I thought, oh God, okay, so I watched it, and then it popped up, like 3 or 4 more, and after about 3 minutes of this, I thought, why is this a thing? Because it was all stupid.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like when you think about what goes into these things, what goes through people's mind to produce this content.
Dribble.
Why are they doing it? I don't get it. But for some reason, man, I think I keep scrolling for that funny thing. The things that keep coming up, to be honest, that crack me up are the guys that just keep doing Biden and Trump impersonations. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm living it, 8 months ago or what, but they're freaking hilarious.
I like videos of people that are hurting themselves.
Yeah, you get into those fail videos.
Yeah, fail videos where people fall or get racked by something or just anything. I like the fail videos.
And Nick knows this has become a tradition with us for some reason, because every time we go on one of our evangelical cigar revival trips,
oh God, yes,
we always end up watching ridiculousness on over and over and over on MTV.
It's the only thing that's on at night. You're
when we finally settle in.
Flipping through the channels, it's the only thing at night that I actually want to watch. It's mindless, and MTV, for whatever reason, just plays a marathon of it every single night.
Yeah.
And, Chanel West Coast bothers me greatly.
You hate her laugh.
She's so annoying. But anyway.
And, she's a good light and bad light kind of person. There are times, I look at her, and I think, oh, she's really cute. And then it flips to the next episode, and I'm like, oh, my God, what happened?
Yeah. That's horrible.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
No, and I don't know. I sat out last night on my patio, and I just had Pandora on playing some, I have the classic rock channel on there, so I play that. Okay. And, that kind of thing. I'm with Nick, though. I also watch shows on, my iPad and stuff, although lately I haven't. I've taken a bit of a break. I was just rolling one show after another, And since I finished Oz,
I know why.
I've kind of just taken a bit of a break.
Because I suggested a show to you to watch, and you just have dug your heels in and will not watch it.
I want to watch it. Jeff, in all fairness,
Resident Alien, folks, is the greatest show on TV. It's one season in.
In all fairness, I've had multiple people tell me how good that show is. It's not just
really
you.
Is.
At some point, I'll get around to it. But I just, I got to be in the mood for a show.
Are you still reeling from the donger on Oz?
Why is that the thing that you focus on about that show? There's so many other aspects to it. Why do you focus entirely on
Am I wrong, though? Is it an aspect?
It is an aspect.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like it's like a talked about aspect. It's just...
Well, it's talked about here.
Every once in a while you see a donger, but I mean, it is a male prison. I'm sure if you go on to Orange is the New Black, you probably see some female genitalia.
I'm fine with that.
I'm just saying, it's... one of those things. I don't know. I've never watched Orange is the New Black. So.
It's entertaining. They had a whole season about a prison riot that got really stupid. But other than that, it's not bad.
The first season of Oz was about they had a prison riot, and it was not stupid.
This may have gone a different direction than the Orange is the New Black riot.
Okay.
Where they took over the Chow Hall.
Okay. Well, no. So yeah, I'll watch shows or movies or whatnot. But if I'm going to turn on music, I typically just have like Pandora going, and then it just kind of does whatever it does.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Was that our final call?
That was the final call in this week's Ask the Voice.
Well, there you go.
And so, guys.
And that's the winner.
And it was the winner.
In no particular order, but that's the winner.
It just happened to be the one. So, although I will say I was fairly partial to... hang on. Which call was it?
The wedding one was winning for me.
The wedding one was really good. I also liked Rob's call about asking for information about the coffee because I thought that was good.
That was a deep dive.
I liked it. It was a
good
and informational call. It was good. But sometimes you got to play to your audience and asking which STD we want to get. Apparently,
that's a winner.
Apparently, that one won out. So
well, the answer is clearly none.
None.
You want none.
Well, yeah, you don't want any. But see, I still want some clarification here because, like, if it's the gift that keeps on giving, if that's the one that I've got for life, then obviously
that narrows the field.
That narrows the field considerably, and I'm going to have to end up with herpes on that one because, you don't want some of the other ones that can actually kill you. But at the same time, if it's not that, if it's one that I have the ability to get treated for and get rid of...
The clap, so to speak.
Oh, I'm going to somewhere in that category and avoiding the herpes altogether,
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Okay, then. Well, let's wrap up Ask the Boys.
All right. Well, yeah. So, guys, get your questions in. Give us a call for next week at area code 863-874-0000, and you can be a part of this wackiness.
So, circle back to the cigar.
I was going to say, let's circle back to the cigar. So I'm down to probably the final half of the final third of the cigar.
I'm nubbing it.
And, boy, the pepper has ramped up on it. It's definitely now a present...
a clear and present thing.
A present flavor note. So
absolutely. And I just ran my lighter out. I got to relight. I took a break from puffing during the... Thank you. Kristen just tossed me a spare lighter. She found these Bics, by the way, because I've kind of gone soft flame lately. And she found these Bics, and they have like a long tube on them. They're really cool.
Almost like a little miniature barbecue lighter.
Yeah. But we found several of them, so we bought more over the weekend. They're a nice little lighter to use, though.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, you don't have the flame like right next to your thumb.
Exactly. Yeah, it does. That's the thing I like about it, because a Bic, if you keep it going too long, man, that thing will get hot on you.
Well, and also, we've got a little bit of a breeze out here on the deck on the back of Kristen's house in the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios. And with that breeze, if you're using a Bic and it's the normal Bic, that flame is going to just come right back in your thumb. Well, no, it will go out, but it'll also kind
blow
of
back on you.
Blow back on you, and now you're cinching your thumb while trying to depress the button.
Yeah, this one does not do that. It's a nice little Bic.
Well, good.
I also found something cool the other day. And
real quick, Nick, any thoughts on the cigar?
Yeah, I'm almost at the final end of this thing. And, the last third of this, just everyone I've had, it leaves a nice coating on the palate. It stays there. It's got a long finish.
Yeah.
But the pepper is there. It's not overwhelming. Like I said, to me, it's the epitome of a mild to medium cigar. It's probably in the middle to 70% of that. Yeah, it's great. I love it. And you know what? I don't know. I hope he's keeping them, to be honest. They're really good. It's a really well-constructed cigar. I haven't had to touch up anything. I've had a nice burn the whole time and nice draw. And, it's a MSRP of $16.25. And I think it lived up to it.
I know he got the Timeless brand when he did all the purchasing and everything. I just don't know if this specific blend is going to make a return or what. But I know he did retain the Timeless brand. So theoretically, this should be in the portfolio that he has available to him.
Yeah. Well, unless he's changing it, because I have a feeling, I don't have any confirmation on this, but I have a feeling that, do you guys remember the Pan Americana that was in one of the recent boxes?
Yes.
That one is going away. And I don't know if it's just going away as the Nat Sherman Timeless, or if the whole blend is going away, or the brand is going away. Do you know what I mean? It might be something else. He might rebrand it. I have no confirmation of that, but I know that it's going away from Nat Sherman's side.
You know who we need to get on to ask?
Michael Herklotz.
Michael Herklotz.
God.
So I found this neat little apparatus, and I want to give it a shout out.
Okay.
And I don't even know the name of it. And I had a package laying here that I'd given you that you left.
I took it.
You did? You? Okay. Well, then it must have been.
It's at my house.
What's the name of it? Do you remember?
No, it's at my house.
Okay. Well, I found this thing at Hempy's in Cape Girardeau, which is a little head store.
I was going to say, what's Hempy's, Jeff?
Yeah, they sell CBD oil and glassware.
Oh, I bet they do.
And I buy my CBD oil there, but no glassware. Now, this little thing
He's got a bowl already. He doesn't need a new one.
No, I don't. I don't like to smoke it. I cough. I can't inhale. So I'm like Bill Clinton. So this little thing, though, is really cool. And I gave one to Nick. It fits on a mini Bic lighter. But look, it's got a cigar pick.
It does have a cigar pick.
And it's got a little cutter.
It does.
So it's just a neat little thing. And I'm sure this is something that, the pot smokers use. But this is going to come in handy if you've got a cigar plugged up.
It's not a cigar pick. I mean, that's actually what
is it. A pipe cleaner?
It's a roach clip is what it is.
No, it's not a clip. It's just it's a punch. And I think you could use it as like a cigar punch. Or not a punch. What is it called? A cigar pick.
Yeah.
You could use it like that, or you could use it to drill out your cigar if it's plugged up. I'm not okay. You would stick it on. It's not a clip.
You bought
it's
it at Hempy's. Yeah. It's a roach clip. Let's be real.
But it's going to work for cigars like a charm. And I'm really happy with it. So it's just this little metal thing, little metal case that fits over the small little Bic lighter. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I could tell people what it is, but I've already forgot the name.
Good thing you brought it up then.
I would say
it's cool looking though.
Glad you're giving it a solid endorsement. Just naming it off there.
Dick Stellatia.
That's great. So
how do folks reach out to us on the socials, Nick?
So we're available on Instagram at the Cigar Pulpit, as well as at Naked Gator, NEKKID Gator.
Of course, it's my page.
We're also on the Cigar Pulpit Parishioners page on Facebook. That's been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of interaction.
Good group. And that's where Nick was soliciting calls for Ask the Boys.
It's true.
Well, not to interrupt you, but that's right now. I put a poll up while I was waiting for you guys.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
So I'll give you a little live update.
Oh, boy.
Said we were running late, and I was just excited to see who was going to blame who for being late out of the two of you. So I put up the options of Bishop blames Gator, Gator blames Bishop, and they blame each other. But I also left it open for people to add their own.
Oh, boy.
So, I won't tell you. There's a tie right now of Bishop blames Gator and they blame each other. That's the tie in the lead. But there are some pretty good ones.
Let's put it this way. I was here an hour early.
I mean, I guess, yes, technically it probably would be my fault. But, at the same time, Jeff, you were down at work. You could have very easily met me at my place, and we could have recorded.
See what I mean?
Half an hour earlier at my place.
I didn't.
But then I had to
But I
drive.
didn't.
But I had to drive all the way to you, an extra half an hour, to you because you were already lounging on your deck.
It's true.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kristen's deck.
It's true. It's true.
So.
Yeah, we got about 20 votes already in there, and since we logged on.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was firmly Nick's fault today. And the last couple of times. We've switched roles in some ways.
I mean...
You're turning into me.
No, I want that for the record. That's not happening.
I'm just saying.
I have multiple people warning me not to take you as a life example, okay? So
Well, they should.
I'm just saying, and I assure them.
Hey, I'm glad you're hanging out with Jeff, but don't follow his lead.
I know clearly that that's not a path that my life should take.
No, this is an example of what not to do.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Nick, how do they reach out to you, brother?
We're also
wait, you're not done?
No, we're not.
I interrupted.
Yeah, we're also on Twitter. We're on YouTube. Contact the Pulpit page on cigarpulpit.com, and then ask the boys.
And we're kicking off our TikTok next week.
What? No, we're not.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, 863-874-0000.
No, that'll get me right off of TikTok. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no.
Break that bad habit.
That's another.
Right.
That I'll be honest, that seems complicated. Those videos seem highly edited, and that's just something
and
that
stupid.
I just, for the life of me, I can't get into.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems
just
like a lot of work.
Stupid.
But anyway, and yes, Nick, where can we reach you?
My Monthly Cigars everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, and then, of course, King Good Coffee, FAH. KingGoodCoffee.com and at Fucking Good Coffee on Facebook and Instagram. And then if you guys want to learn more about the new coffee for cigars, Lounge Coffee, you can read up more about it on loungeblendcoffee.com.
Nice.
Nothing but Star Wars.
And then, since it is Tuesday, we have to give away some cigars.
We do.
It is time for...
And you're going to have to wait.
What? Well, I'm going to do this while you're gone. I don't care if you're going to pee. This is professionalism at its finest, folks. Jeff is taking a break to go and piss during the recording. So, okay, Nick. Well, I guess we're going to give away some cigars.
We can give away some cigars. Listen, let's talk about Jeff for a little bit while he's
my
gone. Let's see.
God,
what
yes.
Can we talk about?
I mean, I think he's getting fatter. I mean, I'm looking at him, and I'm starting to get really concerned because the buffets have kind of opened up in some of the towns that he has. And so, I know he's gone to the buffet over at the Grecian a couple different times. And look, you know what? I know they struggle to keep up with him. I mean, they put out shrimp specifically for him on the buffet. I mean, it's that kind of a thing. But good God, I mean, I'm starting to get concerned about him.
No, hey, I mean, if we need to do an intervention. We can post it on the parishioners page or something,
dude,
let people know.
We tried to do the whole weight loss challenge thing last year, and what did he do? He baked bread throughout the whole damn thing. So I mean, he just I don't know. It's a real and legit concern. And I mean, guys, you don't understand how much heavy breathing I have to edit out of this show every week. It's obscene. It sounds like the other half of a 1-900 number. It's just all the time. I can almost guarantee when he comes back from the bathroom and pissing now, when he puts his headset on, he's going to be breathing heavy. I can guarantee it. I can almost guarantee it. It's sad. But
Kristen's right. Kristen's right there. Can she hear you?
Oh no, she can hear all this. I mean, Kristen, do you agree with me in any way on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just said, yeah, he's unhealthy.
The couch in the basement is getting a big dent.
Exactly. I was going to say, he's got a nice divot developing in his mattress there.
She's like, he owes me a new couch.
Oh, I'm sure he owes a new couch. He already owes.
I'm sure he owes her a lot of things.
He owes her a new patio set because he's broke 2 of the chairs on the patio set already. I'm looking. They're gone. They had them laid out here like 2 corpses, but now they're gone. But yeah, no, I'm sitting in some random metal chair, and now he's got a pop-up, one of those sports, folding chairs that you see the soccer moms sitting in. I mean, that's what he's having to sit at the table back here in because, he just keeps breaking the chairs. It's
how long is this piss?
I don't know, and that's the other thing. I mean, he's pissing like this. I mean, he ought to start worrying about his prostate, but, there he is. There he is. He's back.
All right, let's see what he does.
So, yep. All right.
He's coming back, and then we'll give
He's
away
back.
cigars.
And then he brought crackers and cheese.
Let's see.
Look, I knew if I wet myself on the show in front of you and Kristen, I'd never hear the end of it. And it was imperative that I went. And I spilled water, and I looked like I pissed myself. It's way over here. Anyway.
See, there's the heavy breathing.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm old and fat, you bastards.
All right, well, it's time that we give away some cigars. So
I thought you did that already.
No, we've been talking about you. So, guys, you can sign up to win in the weekly giveaway by going to cigarpulpit.com and signing up for the email newsletter that at some point I might do again.
Yeah, right.
and as long as you're on the list, you will be eligible to win. So, this week's winner... Oh, by the way, when you win, you got to email me at nick@cigarpulpit.com by Monday of the following week and tell me you're the winner and give me your mailing address. So, this week's winner is... Eric Blom? B-L-O-H-M.
Eric Blom.
Eric Blom.
Eric Blom. Blom or Blom?
Blom.
DJ Eric.
I don't know. It's like B-L-O-H-M.
You want a cracker?
So, no, I don't want a cracker.
Did you blow him?
Jesus, Jeff, you couldn't wait until we're done. We're almost done with the show, and you couldn't wait
really hungry.
2 seconds to have your cracker and wine cheese.
It's a port wine cheese.
I don't care. A little bit of professionalism, dude. By the way,
Alpaca cheese.
You know, Nick, this kind of goes back to the conversation we were having too.
Can you milk an alpaca?
I'm just saying, you know. This definitely plays into my concern, but anyway.
Wait, are you looking for a new co-host? Is that what it is?
Anyway, so guys,
thank God.
Yeah, so get in on the weekly giveaway. So, well, Nick, it's a good box this month, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Nat Sherman Timeless Sterling.
I finished up my cigar, moved on to cheese.
It was a good cigar, and like I said, had that pepper. Actually, I finished that cigar just a little bit ago. That pepper is still kind of lingering on the palate.
I don't know why I got the cheese. It was lingering.
That is a long finish on that cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not to obviously self-promote the coffee too, but it really is a good cigar to have with coffee because it will mix with that, lingering coating on your palate. You'll have a sip of coffee, and it really, really combines nicely with the coffee. It's like I said, this coffee, it was the best one that I had tried. And it goes with every. I don't know what's so funny, but
he's over here crunching in his microphone as you're talking. I'm hearing crackers and he's really good. And he's like slopping this cheese on there. I mean, he's putting
it's so good.
Oh my God! Anyway, no.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a good thing it's me and not somebody that's professional. That
yeah, I know.
You're talking to.
I would
Michael Herb.
That alpaca cheese is I'm going delirious.
I know, right? I didn't know you could milk an alpaca.
If it's got nipples, you can milk it.
I was waiting for that. Oh my God!
But anyways, what I was saying was that coffee goes well with this, and I highly suggest people try it out.
All right. Well, guys, you can get your fucking good coffee over there at. Can they get it through the My Monthly Cigars website?
No, not yet. We may have the lounge coffee through there at some point, but it's all right now under the exclusives on fuckinggoodcoffee.com.
All right, so you get it over at fuckinggoodcoffee.com, and that's FAHKingcoffee.com.
Oh,
well, goodcoffee.com, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, very cool. Well, Nick, it's always a pleasure.
It has been, dude.
Roger that. I'm glad you're here.
You son of a bitch. Circled back to the Roger. Anyway.
Nice bookend.
There you go. So,
no, thanks for having me.
Well, guys, this has been another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit coming to you from the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios at Jeff's ex-wife's house. I'm Nick.
I'm Gator.
And I am Roger.
Everybody stay safe and stay smoky.